You ever log into a game, not for the grind, not for the loot, but just to feel something again? Dauntless wasn't perfect, but for a while, it felt like home. Now it's gone. Hey everyone, it's Dahero. I do storytelling videos on gaming and tech, and today's one hits a little different. You probably already saw my other video, Dauntless Shuts Down Forever, The Final Hunt. If not, I'll link it up above. That one was a tribute to the final moments. But this is personal. This is about what made Dauntless special, and why I miss when games used to feel like this. I still remember logging into Dauntless back in 2019. It was free, it was fluid, and it felt like someone finally made Monster Hunter for the rest of us. But it wasn't just the gameplay, it was the people. The randoms who revived you. The friends who spammed emotes in Ramsgate. The first time we took down that crazy electric owl was at the Shrike, I think. It wasn't about meta loadouts, it was about fighting together, getting hype when we survived by the skin of our armor. Somewhere along the way, Dauntless stopped feeling alive. I think it started when they introduced those complicated systems. Slayer Path, cells, seasonal currency, hunt passes. It all got messy. Instead of just gearing up and hunting with friends, it became a spreadsheet simulator. Then came the bugs. Lobbies would glitch, behemoths would clip through the floor, and matchmaking? You'd wait longer than the actual hunt. And while all that was happening, the update started slowing down. Communication from the devs got quiet. The roadmap abandoned. Every new patch felt more like damage control than actual content. Worse than all that, though, was the vibe. The town of Ramsgate felt empty. Global chat turned into a ghost town. Even my regular squad, they stopped logging in. Brief moment of silence. Overlay a screenshot of your friends list. Offline icons, etc. It wasn't just the game that changed. It was the feeling, and that's what really hurt. Because when the fun stops, and you start logging in out of habit, not excitement, that's when you know something's wrong. One of the biggest shifts behind the scenes? The buyout. Back in early 2023, Phoenix Labs, the original devs behind Dauntless, were acquired by a company called Garena, owned by C Group, a massive digital company in Southeast Asia. On paper, this sounded great. More funding, a bigger network, potential expansion. But what happened next was the exact opposite. After the buyout, leadership changed. Priorities shifted. Suddenly, Dauntless was no longer the flagship title. It became just one product on a long list of portfolio projects. The updates slowed, then came the layoffs, massive ones. These weren't just background roles. This was the Dauntless team. Designers, producers, even community managers were let go. The heart of the game's development gutted overnight. And the writing was on the wall. No team, no vision, no support. The game started fading because the people who built it were gone. From there, Dauntless went into silent mode. The community felt it. And by the time they tried to bounce back with Awakenings, the damage was already done. Now, to be fair, they did try. In 2023, they dropped what was supposed to be the comeback, Dauntless Awakenings. New branding, updated UI, combat tweaks, a streamlined Slayer path. It looked like a fresh start. And for a minute, I'll admit, I got excited again. Logging in felt like booting up a new Dauntless. The movement was smoother, the weapons had weight, and that new intro sequence, clean. But the problem was, everything around it was still broken. Matchmaking hadn't improved. Behemoth variety still felt thin. And that tiny player base? It wasn't enough to carry the revival on its back. Worse, most players didn't even know it happened. There was almost zero marketing push, no major YouTubers covering it, no buzz. It was like throwing a lifeline into an empty sea. And I think that's what really stung. You could tell the devs put effort into Awakenings. But by the time they dropped it, most of the community had already walked away. It was too little, too late, and the revival quietly faded. When they finally announced the shutdown, it didn't hit me all at once. At first, I just stared at the post. No fancy cinematic, no dramatic goodbye event, just a message, cold, final. Dauntless will no longer be playable after May 29th, 2025. That was it. I logged in one last time, not to grind, not to complete some hunt pass, but just to walk around Ramsgate. That hub was never just a town. It was the heart of the game. It was where I met friends, goofed off between hunts, waited for someone to finally ready up. You know the drill.
Shit, it's following me. Fuck, it's right behind me. Stay away.
Oh yeah?
There you go. I just saw that.
It's wild how a free-to-play game that most people forgot somehow became a comfort space for me. And that's what gaming is, right? It's not just mechanics or metas, it's the moments. Dauntless gave me late nights with friends, the thrill of close calls, and the kind of laughter that only comes when you all die at once to a giant flaming bird because someone forgot to dodge. And now it's all just gone, like a deleted save file. No way to revisit it, no new players to stumble into it, just memories and a client that'll never load again. I know it wasn't a perfect game, but it was mine, ours, a weird little monster hunting world that gave us something real, even if it didn't last. And honestly, I miss when games felt like this. Thanks for watching, everyone. I know this was a more personal video, but I had to make it. If Dauntless meant something to you, or if you've ever had a game that just clicked, drop your story in the comments. And hey, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more storytelling around games and tech. Also, I recently tried playing Code Vein, and yeah, it was brutal. If you're into chaotic, punishing games with anime vampires, give that video a watch next.